Hello everyone. Today we will take a look on how to play Sega Arcade Model 3 games on your Windows PC with the Supermodel emulator. But first, take a look at the screen. Thank you. The arcade games based on the board Model 3 by Sega are usually hard to emulate on PC. They does not work on MAME, they does not work on the Mule, and they does not work in every more common system. So today we will take a look at a system that is called Supermodel 3, and that is a system that can emulate all those games. So to start, you have to go to the site supermodel3.com, as you can see in the screen, and download the latest version of the emulator. This emulator is not finished yet, so the emulator does not have a user interface. So if you download only the emulator, you will have many trouble in making it work. So you need to download also an user interface. If you go on Google and search for user interface, you will find many of them. I downloaded this one on the site, on the website you see on the screen. Don't worry, I will post the link also in description. And this one is a user interface that is very simple and work for sure. You can also download some other user interface, it's up to you. I chose this one. After you downloaded the emulator and the user interface, you create a folder and you extract both the emulator and the user interface. So now the emulator is ready to use. You click on the interface icon and the emulator will start. So now the emulator is ready to start. You click on the user interface and here it is. But you can find the list of all the ROMs available, but you still have to download the ROMs. So to download them, I chose this site that is archive.org, because these sites provide already some sets of ROM, some complete set. I searched for Model 3 ROM sets and I find this set here with basically all the Model 3 ROMs already complete, and then you just download it. Obviously you can go also in some other sites or download only few of the ROMs if you are interested in playing only few ROMs. Once you downloaded them, you put them into the ROMs folder inside the Supermodel folder that has been created when you extracted the Supermodel 3 files. Okay, so I'm not showing you all the procedure. Now you can see that the emulator is ready and there are some settings here on the menu. So first you have to assign the ROMs folder in order to play the ROMs. So you click on the button on the bottom left of the screen where is written folder and you select the folder in which you put the ROMs. Then you can find some graphic settings. You can set full screen or resolution or something. The very important one is the setting that says throttle. You have to click and enable these settings and then set the maximum of 50 frame per second or 60 frame per second, because if you do not do this, the game will go they will be too fast and they will not be playable. So enable the throttle setting and set the FPS maximum 50 FPS. Also 60, but many games originally plays at 60. Then I show you the procedure to set the folder of the ROM. We saw it together, and now the emulator is indeed working. Okay, so now before play, there is one last thing to do, and it is to set the controls. So you you click on the controls icon, and then a long procedure will wait for you, because you have to set them for every game and one control at the time. You will find this menu and you will find all the various command that you have to do. You click enter and then you click or the keyboard key or the joystick button you want to assign. You can use keyboard or joystick or joypad, is the same. In my case I am using keyboard. You have to do it for each and every one of the commands of the list of the commands. If you do not do the complete menu, the configuration will not be available. There are a lot of games because it requires different controls for different type of games. Always remember, important is the key that you assign to the test and the key that you assign to service, because they will be needed to enter the menu of the games. Okay, so now you can do the procedure all by yourself. I'm cutting down a little because it's very long to do it right now. If you don't want to assign a key to a command, just push down on the keyboard and you can skip the command. Okay, so now we settled everything and we are ready to play. So choose a game. I choose Virtua Striker 2. It was one of my favorite games, if not my favorite arcade game of all times, and now I can play it. And here it is. It's completely playable, it plays very good, it has a better definition than the original arcade, and it's very fun. There are a lot of good games in this emulator: Virtua Striker, Virtua Tennis, Virtua Fighter, Daytona, Sigarelli, a lot of racing games. They are all playable and all very enjoyable. Now we just check that everything is alright. You set the controls as I told you before, so I think that everything is working properly, and I hope that is working properly also for you. Now just have a little check that it is the real Virtua Striker 2. Let's try to score from here. They blocked me. Let's try again.
Goal kick.
So basically, here it is, the goal from the middle of the field. So basically, every game is playable. Now we will take a look on the menu, on the configuration menu of the game. You access to the menu by pressing the test button. It depends on which button you set when you set the control. With the test button you access to the menu, and with the service button you move the eye of the cursor on the menu. It's just these two buttons are the only one that works inside the menu. The menu is very important because it can make you set everything you need in the game. You can change the difficulty, you can change some other graphic option, audio option, credit option, many interesting things. And also it is very important, especially in the game that are multi-cabinet game. Now we will see how it works. The most important one are in the game assignment inside the menu, and here you can find all the option of the game you can change. Here we are changing if we have penalties, if we do not have penalties, if we have victory goal, the times, the difficulty, and every game has its own configuration to be set. I was talking about the multi-cabinet game, especially driving games, when there were multi-cabinet linked together to play against each other. When you play this type of game, you must go inside the configuration menu, and then you have to set the menu that says link link identification as single. So the game will boot, the game will start. If you do not this, the game will not start, and just a screen with error will come to you. Now I'm playing Sigarelli. Unfortunately, Sigarelli 2 is the only game that have this problem with the graphics. It's not very good, the graphics that do this problem. It's the only one game, and it's very unfortunate because it's very good game. Now we'll show you what you have to do to play racing games or multi-cabinet games. You go in game assignment, and the link ID must be single. If you put them as master, slave, live, whatever, the game will not only it will not work, it will not start. Just a screen with error will appear and nothing is possible to do. You have to mark it as single, and then you can play. You can play. Now we are playing Daytona that does not have the glitch, the graphic glitch that Sigarelli. Okay, so basically everything that you need to play is here. We have shown how to download the emulator, how to download the user interface, how to download the ROM, and how to set the emulator. So now you can play and you can have fun with these wonderful Sega games that are really some of my favorite games I ever played. So, thank you very much. I really hope that this guide will be helpful to you. Sorry if sometimes I made a mistake in speaking, but I'm not English and I'm doing the best to do it in the proper way. And now the only things that you have to do is just play. Please, if you like this video, if this video was useful to you, helpful, please remember to like it, and if you want to share and subscribe, it will be very appreciated. Thank you, and see you next time with some other guide for some other emulators.
Fight 1. Ready, go!